Welcome to Perfectly Wild, where love speaks through fur, paws, and silence. If you've ever looked into your pet's eyes and felt that they somehow understood you, you're not imagining it. Cats and dogs are emotional mirrors, quietly reflecting our moods, energy, and even our hidden pain. Today, we're going deeper into the invisible bond between your heart and theirs, how your emotions shape their world, and how they in turn help heal yours. So find a cozy spot. Let's slow down, because what you're about to hear might change how you see your furry family forever. Part 1: The energy we don't speak. Our pets live in a world made of energy. Not the kind that powers your home, but the kind that powers your presence. When you walk into a room, your dog doesn't first see your clothes or your face. They feel your heartbeat, your breathing, your tension. A cat can sense the smallest emotional ripple, the way your shoulders slump when you're sad, the faint difference in your tone when you're tired. They're not judging you, they're listening with their entire being. To them, energy is language, and that means you're always communicating, even in silence. Part 2: Dogs. The heart readers. Dogs are emotional amplifiers. When you smile, they explode with joy. When you cry, they approach softly. No words, just presence. Science tells us their oxytocin, the love hormone, spikes when they make eye contact with us. But there's something deeper: empathy beyond instinct. A dog learns your emotional patterns like a melody. They know when your laughter means real joy and when it's a fragile mask over exhaustion. That's why calm confidence makes a dog feel safe, because your energy is their map, and when you're centered, they know they can relax. Part 3: Cats. The silent healers. Cats are emotional alchemists. They absorb, transform, and soften the unseen. If dogs mirror our hearts, cats balance our souls. They sense when energy in the room becomes too heavy, and you'll often find them lying quietly near you, purring not just for comfort, but to heal. The vibration of a cat's purr, between 25 and 150 Hz, has been shown to promote healing in bones, muscles, even the human nervous system. But beyond science, it's spiritual. Cats teach us stillness. They remind us that love doesn't always need noise, that sitting together in silence can sometimes say, "I'm here, you're safe, you're loved." Part 4: The mirror of emotion. Your pet doesn't need you to be perfect. They just need your truth, because when you try to hide sadness or anger, they feel it anyway, and they don't understand why it doesn't match your voice or actions. So speak honestly. When you're tired, tell them. When you're grateful, show them. Authenticity is safety in their world. The more aligned you are inside and out, the more peaceful your home becomes. And you'll notice your dog will bark less. Your cat will hide less, because your peace becomes theirs. Part 5: Healing together. Every pet comes into our life for a reason. Some to teach patience, some to teach love, some to remind us to forgive. Their souls are ancient, wiser than we often realize. And when they curl beside you after a long day, when they tilt their head or blink slowly, it's their way of saying, "You're not alone in this. I feel what you feel." So the next time you sense your pet acting differently, before correcting or worrying, ask yourself, what energy am I bringing into this space? Because sometimes the behavior we see is simply the reflection of the love or the tension we give. Part 6: The morning exchange of energy. Mornings are sacred in the world of your pet. Before words, before movement, energy speaks first. When you wake up anxious, your dog senses it the moment your feet hit the floor. When you wake up calm, your cat might quietly appear beside your pillow, their purr matching the rhythm of your breathing. So start the day not with chaos, but connection. Before checking your phone, check in with them. Kneel down, whisper their name, let them smell your calm. That small, intentional exchange can shape the entire day for both of you. Because morning energy is like sunlight through glass, whatever it carries fills the whole room. Part 7: The space you create. Every pet has a sanctuary, a place where your energy becomes their peace. It might be a favorite rug, a sun patch, or the quiet corner near your desk. But often, they choose the spot that feels emotionally safe, not just physically soft. They'll rest where your laughter lingers. They'll avoid where anger echoes. So clean not just the floor, clean the air. Talk gently, even when alone. Because your home is not just where they live, it's the atmosphere they breathe. Part 8. When you're sad, they know sadness has a frequency. It hums low, deep enough that your pet feels it long before you cry. You may notice your dog approaching without being called, or your cat suddenly appearing beside you, curling near your heart. They don't come to fix you. They come to be with you because in their world, presence is medicine. When you sit in silence, they absorb the ache, transforming it with love that has no language. So when you can't talk to anyone else, talk softly to them. They've already heard everything your heart didn't say. Part 9. The nights of reflection. Nights are when pets truly mirror us. Our restlessness becomes theirs. Our peace, their lullaby. Dogs will circle the bed before settling, matching your tension or calm. Cats may pace the hall if your thoughts are too loud. Energy doesn't sleep. It lingers, humming through the stillness. So before bed, release your day aloud. I'm okay now. You can rest too. That one sentence tells your pet it's safe to sleep, and you'll both breathe easier in the dark. Part 10. The language of touch. Touch is a form of prayer in the animal world. When you stroke your dog's fur slowly, or scratch your cat's chin gently, you're saying, I see you. You're safe. The rhythm of your hand transfers your heartbeat. If you rush, they feel your anxiety. If you move with patience, they melt into trust. Touch with awareness. Because one mindful minute of affection speaks louder than 1,000 treats. Part 11. The mirror of forgiveness. Animals forgive faster than humans ever could. You raise your voice, they shrink for a moment. Then, moments later, they return with a wag or a blink, as if to say, it's okay. We start again. Their love isn't blind, it's unconditional by choice. They teach us what letting go really means. So next time you see those eyes looking at you with trust after a mistake you regret, know this. You're being given a lesson in grace, pure and undeserved, yet freely offered. Part 12. The power of routine. Energy. Routines are energy anchors for your pets. Every consistent action, feeding, walking, brushing, creates emotional predictability. To them, consistency is love made visible. It says, you can depend on me. The world is safe. When your schedule shifts constantly, their nervous system does too. That's why small routines, same greeting tone, same walk route matter more than we realize. Love in their eyes is rhythm, not rush. Part 13. The energy of gratitude. Gratitude changes frequency instantly. Try whispering thank you as you pour water in their bowl, or as they rest their head on your lap. They may not understand the words, but they'll feel the softness behind them. Energy spoken in gratitude becomes safety, and safety becomes home. That's why animals thrive with kind voices. Because gratitude doesn't just fill your heart, it fills the space between you and them. Part 14. The moments of conflict. There will be days of frustration, accidents, barking, broken things. And in those moments, our energy becomes the teacher. Yelling confuses. Patience transforms. Take one deep breath before reacting. Your calm becomes their compass. Because every emotion you release into that moment writes itself into their memory of you. Choose love, even in correction. That's what leadership means in their world. Part 15. The eternal bond. One day, the leash will hang quietly on its hook. The favorite window will be empty, but energy never leaves. Love doesn't end, it changes form. The warmth you felt from their fur, the quiet loyalty in their eyes, it becomes a part of your own frequency. Sometimes, in the quiet moments, you'll feel them again, not in sight or sound, but in presence. And that's how you know what you built together wasn't ownership, it was a soul contract. A love story beyond words, beyond time, because the energy between you and your pet was never just of this world. Closing reflection. So take care of your energy, not just for you, but for them, because your calm is their peace, your joy their safety, your love their home. This is the silent language of life shared between species, the heartbeat connection that never fades. Thank you for watching Purrfectly Wild, where we celebrate the sacred bond between you and the ones who love you without ever needing words.